Scralfy, what's up? First one today. How's it going, man? Colgate Rum, what's up? How's it going? It's Noah? Noah. There's been a few Noahs. Do you have like a longer username than just Noah? Got home from the job I despise. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Scralfy. You just got home from a job? Wait, Scralfy, you're in the UK, right? Pretty sure I remember you're UK. Okay, why is TikTok not connecting? Waiting for stream to go live. It is live. Noah Sabirin, yes, I remember that username. What's up, man? How's it going? It has been a while. Yes, your Minecraft username. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. This has been a while. Where you been? Okay, Mr. TikTok, we are live. I need you to connect. You can't have morning to late new shift. Okay, gotcha. Playing Forza Horizon 6. Okay, cool. Why'd you change your name? Or has this always been your username on YouTube? I wonder why it's not connecting on TikTok. Alex, welcome. How's it going? Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pray and then we're gonna get started. Today's gonna be a fun day. Sorry about that, hit the mic. Today's gonna be a fun day. But let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, Jesus, so much for another day of life and breath and your grace. And I thank you for another opportunity to work on this game and to stream it and hang out with all these people that are here now and that might join later. I pray your blessing over them, Lord. I pray your blessing over this work. Lord, would you please bless and establish the work of my hands today? Help me to create work that is pleasing to you and pleasing to my client. I love you, Lord. Thank you for your goodness. It's in your name I pray, Jesus. Amen. Okay. Chaotic, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Always love seeing familiar faces. TikTok, why are you still not connecting? Come on, TikTok. Come on. Supersonic, remember me? I was the person who was talking about, yeah, Supersonic Speed, what's up? Did you send me this stuff? Did you send me the Sonic stuff? Hafiz, what's up? Yes, this is Unity Game Engine. Okay, we're just getting started, guys. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna update you guys. I did a little bit of work off stream yesterday. After stream, I started working on the graffiti, and we're gonna finish it today. I've kind of got my workflow going for that. So it pretty much should just be drag and drop for the most part, but I'm gonna show you guys what I have so far with the graffiti. So here is the underground metro area, as many of you know already. Just gonna make it a little bigger so we can see as much as possible. There we go. Okay, so let me actually start. When you first enter the metro, you'll kind of come in from this way. So I think I want to put some graffiti on these walls. So like, here's the entrance, right? This is where you first enter into the metro. So I started working on this yesterday. I'm thinking it's looking really good. So we've got some graffiti, like there's some like more amateurly painted graffiti there. We got some nicer graffiti here. Beacon of Hope. So Beacon of Hope is a popular slogan in this Tooland Comics world. It's actually part of the theme song of this comic book series and this animated series and the comic book. It's something like Tooland, the city is a beacon of hope. So I thought that would be good. So Beacon of Hope is there. And then the rest so far I have, it's again still spray painted stuff. I'll go over a little bit of like what this stuff means in a little bit, but you can see it here. Some of the stuff. Can you guys read this or is it too small? You guys see kind of what the spray painted stuff is? It's graffiti. If you guys can read it, what it says, send it in the chat. I want to see what you write in the chat. Elizabeth, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? If you guys can read this graffiti, let me know. Ha cannot be trusted. Yep, I still need to make it completely destroy drip when the metro hits you. How about this one? So I had a pretty long phone call with my client yesterday because I really wanted to get a feel for, like, in this world, what would people be putting on the walls for graffiti, right? So I'm gonna walk you guys through some lore, and this is some lore that... Oh, you're gonna go have fun. No worries, Colgate Rom or Noah. I guess I won't call you Noah because you don't want that anymore. But Colgate Rom, thanks for hopping in for a little bit. It's good to see you. So, in the lore of this world of Tooland, there is this organization called HA, H-A-H. And H-A-H stands for... Actually, let me pull this up in the text so I have it. So I tell you guys right. So has anyone here seen the X-Men movies or read the X-Men comics? So you know how in the X-Men movies or comics there's humans and there's mutants, right? And a lot of them like coexist and are fine with each other, but then there's like a subset of humans that don't like the mutants, and there's a subset of mutants that don't like the humans, right? Like all of Magneto's whole side, they don't like humans, they want all the humans gone. But then you have Professor Xavier and the good mutants who are working, and they want to kind of like coexist and work together with the humans. So that kind of play also happens in this world. So in this world of Tooland, there's actually not just humanals. Humanals are like they're essentially furries, right? They're the animal-esque humans. So like Drip, he is a humanal. All the bad guys in this game that I've been developing, they're also humanals. The final boss, Rampage, the red elephant guy, he's also humanal. So we actually don't have any humans in this game yet, and they won't be in level 1, I don't think. But so in the world of Tooland, there's humans and humanals, okay? So far in this game, we only have humanals, but there's this organization called HA, which is H-A-H, and it stands for humans. No, sorry. What HA actually stands for is, I actually forgot what it was. It was some like something for humanity, like humanals about humanity, or humans about humanity. Like it's some type of thing where it's like I can't describe it. It's like it's supposed to be some good organization that is like at face value like trying to be a good organization, but they're actually like people nickname them humans against humanals. So it's a quote good organization like on the face, but deep down people call them humans against humanals. So it's kind of like a, I don't want to say racist group, but it's kind of like that. It's got that X-Men feel where in X-Men there's a bunch of humans that don't like mutants and they want to get rid of all of them. So same thing in this game, there's some humans that don't want the humanals, so they want to get rid of all of them. So these people coming around in this, so the lore behind like this graffiti in this metro is people are coming in here and saying like HA's like actually not the organization they say they are. HA's actually like really bad. So this person came in and graffitied HA cannot be trusted. So that's there. The other one right here is don't listen to HA. That's the other graffiti I put in, and HA is a lie. And then of course here's something right here that we put in. where it says no strays allowed, and then it's got like a amateur drawn or graffiti dog with a red slash over, so no strays allowed. So like that's something that probably some human came into the metro and spray painted, and it's like a derogatory term towards the humanals in this world, saying, and the human is saying no strays allowed. So that's the graffiti that I've got kind of in this metro so far. This is what I did off stream yesterday. So we're gonna finish putting more graffiti in this metro just to kind of like flesh it out more. I think I'm good with like how much words and text we have in this metro. Now I'm gonna start putting in like images, like just stuff that people spray painted and drew. So this is what I have right here. Ha cannot be trusted. It looks so much better when you play the game and there's actually the fog in here. So Ha cannot be trusted. This is not supposed to be here. Actually, this is just, I just duplicated that one and brought it over here, but I'm actually changing this out to an image. So I have a bunch of graffiti objects here. We could change this out to, let me make sure you guys can see all this. I'm gonna change this one out. Ha cannot be trusted to something else. So I have a bunch of graffiti stuff here that I made yesterday. Graffiti cancel. Let's try that one. Let's see what that looks like. So we have a I'll actually just show you what all these are. Okay. So I'm gonna pull up these images. I'm gonna show you all the graffiti assets that I got made yesterday. Can I just do arrow? No, I can't. So we have a cancel. Can I zoom? I can't zoom. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, I can't zoom. So we have a cancel, kind of like a cat face or whatever, a claw, the dog with the cancel slash thing out, which I've already used. Don't listen to Ha, I already have that. A fox. I think this is a super cool graffiti mark. We got to put that in here somewhere. Ha cannot be trusted. Already put that in. Ha's a lie. Put that in already. Two different heart styles. I like these because this one like has whiskers on it. It's not just like a typical heart that has whiskers on it, and this other heart has ears on it. So it kind of matches with that like that what's that mixture in this world of like you've got the humans and the humanals. Heart, hoof. So here's just another animal-esque thing. No strays allowed. I already used that. Paw 1 and Paw 2. So 2 variations of paws. A skull, but again, not a typical skull. It's also got the ears on it, so I think that's pretty cool. Some underline we might use somewhere, and then an X. I actually don't know. I kind of want to use the skull one. I actually need to finish making the other materials for these images because I need a separate. I only started doing decals in Unity recently, so I'm still trying to get the hang of them. But as far as I'm aware, I need a different material for each image, unfortunately. I'm gonna go through and make some more of those real quick so I can have them all here. So I have one for that image, arrow, begin hope, cancel, cat, claw, don't listen, heart 1 and heart 2. Okay, so let me just duplicate that. Name it heart 1. Duplicate that. Name that heart 2. And then all I got to do is drag in the image there. Heart 2, drag in the image. Okay, so those 2 materials are done. We got a hoof. I'll catch up on chat in like 2 seconds, guys. Hoof. Drag that in. Boop. So I've only got 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one will be paw 1. This one will be paw 2. Then we got skull, underline, and X. Okay. And then just need to drag those in. Paw 1, paw 2, skull, underline, X. Okay, all the decal materials are made, so now I just gotta drag them in. Man, TikTok is still not connecting over on Stream Focus. Let's try this again. I'm just gonna have to read TikTok chat separately and not see it in Stream Focus, unfortunately. Okay, what's TikTok saying? Is the game gonna... Actually, hold on. What engine and how hard is something like this to make? I mean, I've been working on this off and on for the past 2 years, pretty much. I mean, it depends on what you're making, how big the game is, how complicated it is, what game mechanics it has. Does it have physics? Does it have ragdolls? I mean, there's no one size fit all answer for how long does a game take to make. But this is Unity. Thanks for the follow, Hesse boy. Supersonic, is the game gonna, a bit like Umbrella from Resident Evil, is there gonna be customization? I'm gonna be able to change your... I'm not seeing a finished message. I don't know what you're saying, Supersonic. Justice, how's it going? Yeah, I'm working on this video game for a client and I'm putting graffiti into the Metro. The game is gonna be called Tooland. I still need to talk to my client. I think I wanna try to talk him through like changing the name, like not getting rid of Tooland, but calling the actual game something like Tooland the video game or Tooland the Adventures of Drip or something like that. So I don't know, we'll see. Just so it's more clear what the game is. When will Stream Focus be fully released, or is it still trials? It's still in early access for sure. I mean, obviously, like right now, TikTok's not even connecting. The TikTok API has been going through a lot of changes recently, so we've been having some issues there, which is not anything on our end. It's the TikTok API. So, yeah, so it's still $10 a month, but I really hope to bring that down soon. Twitch has a few issues as well, some bugs. YouTube's pretty much working really, really good. I'd like to add Kick as well soon too, so it'll be probably a few more weeks, few more months before it's out of early access. Justice, wife's doing good, wife's doing good. Planning on making a sprite animation, but it's like a fighting, okay. This is a side scroller, Patrick, this is a side scroller beat 'em up superhero game, kind of like it's like got modern 3D graphics with like an old retro vibe of the side scroller games, like the old Power Ranger games, Streets of Rage, Street Fighter, stuff like that. I'm making a game, I'm planning on making a fight game when you fight with sprite. Oh, you fight with sprites? That's cool. That's interesting. Okay, let's catch up on Twitch and YouTube real quick. Does the group laugh a lot? I don't think so. It's just an acronym. Dude, okay, got my first paycheck from a new job. Oh, nice. Feel very having money in my... That's awesome, Elizabeth. Cool. Always a great feeling. Check players back. Love it. Makes more sense. Have a hot dog. Stacy, you guys talking about hot dogs? Oh my gosh. First time chat, T666. What's up? How'd you find my stuff? People have not been answering this question. I've had a few first-time chatters the past few days, and I ask like, how'd you find my Twitch or whatever, my YouTube or TikTok, and they never answer. It's still a comic book game? Yes, it is. Will this have a sequel or not? I hope so, because that would mean I get paid to make more levels. My client's actually only contracted me to make level 1, so everything I've been working on this game for the past like year and a half off and on has been level 1. But the way that this game works is, yeah, I don't like cancel there. We need to do something else. Let's do... The way this game works is every level, is that what it's called? It's called cancel? Yes, cancel. So then what I do is for this decal, I just drag in the cancel material right there. Oh wait, I already did that, sorry. Let me duplicate this. And then let's drag in the skull one. Skull, drag it in there. Now it switches to skull. Oh, I love that graffiti, dude. That looks so good. And I just rename this. So the way that this game works is each level of the game syncs up with that number in the comic book series. So comic book issue 1 is what takes place within level 1 of this game, of the mobile game. So then level 2 of the mobile game would cover comic book issue 2. Comic book issue 3 would cover level 3, and so on and so forth. And the client he told me this yesterday, he has 6 comic book issues done and printed that he's selling at Comic Cons every weekend pretty much. So he's got 6. So essentially there's 6 comic books so far worth of material where we could potentially make 6 levels in this game, but this is only level 1. And you see how much time this has taken and how much, so how much budget it's taken as well. Let me get rid of, I'm actually not gonna get rid of this. I'm just gonna leave it on the wall. Why is that not? Oh, because it starts sloping. So it's just not going enough. Okay. I'm gonna actually just bring in all the graffiti onto one wall. So then we can know what we have access to, and then I can just use them where we want them. Okay, but let's use the skull guy. I really like that skull guy. That's cool. I'll put it right here. Let's make it a little smaller, like 2-2. Yeah, and rotate it a little bit. This is the part that I think this is the part that I've enjoyed the most making this game, is doing all the the level design and just placing things in areas and just like building out the world, like not just because you can't just drag and drop stuff randomly in random places. You can, but it's not going to be as good. Like I really love directing where stuff goes so that it kind of tells a story. You know, does that make sense? That looks good. I like that. I also think, I was thinking with the achievement system we build in this game, I want to do something with the graffiti. So like in the achievement, there might be an achievement that's like, find the place of the skull or something like that. So then when you go to this spot, if you stand right here in front of it, or if you punch it or something, then you'll unlock that achievement or complete that achievement. Also, something I really want to do, guys, I've talked to you guys about this. I'm going to whisper this because not everyone's supposed to know this, okay? Something I really want to do. I've told you guys about this before on stream. I really want to make a secret area, okay, that you only know about the secret area. Well, 1, if you just happen to find it in the game, but 2, if you're on my stream at the time that I create that secret area. Okay, and I think I really want to make that secret area somewhere in the metro. So like maybe right here. So like, see, there's an invisible wall that you can't pass here, and that exists at each of the 4 spots of this metro area. So I'm thinking maybe like one of the 4 spots, there is no invisible wall. Like you can actually continue walking, and you walk through this underground train area, and you eventually find a secret room. So I think, so guys, I'm whispering because I don't want everyone in the world to hear, okay? So you guys need to keep it a secret. So if we make that today, you guys will know where it's at, and you'll know how to get to it. But that's the kind of stuff that I want to make in this game. It's just fun. It's just fun. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Let's see if I just put it straight right there. Move this over. I think a little bit smaller. It feels a little big. Let's do 1-1. Do 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, I like that. Half and half, or like right there. I like right there. Let's do that. I could also tint it. So I actually worked on a decal shader yesterday. So the skull, let me show you this. So the default decal shader that comes in Unity does not have any way to tint this, right? So I made my own shader. I'll show it to you guys. It's very simple. So it basically takes a base map, goes into your sample texture, and then instead of just going straight to the base color, which is what the default decal shader in Unity does, instead of that, what I did was I just added a tint node right here. split it out so that alpha goes into the opacity for this blend, and then I essentially use this tint, which is a color, and that color it overwrites the base color of the texture, and then that feeds into the base color. So what I can do now is I can change this tint. If I bring the alpha up to, because it's 0, it's not doing any tinting, like the normal texture is just pure black. If I bring the alpha up to 100, now it's doing pure white because I'm set to white, but I can now essentially set this color to whatever I want. We do it red, so it's like red graffiti now, or green, or yellow. So that was fun to make yesterday. And so if you, all of the graffiti that's written in this Metro so far is black, but I did make this one right here, Don't Listen to Ha. I made that one slightly green, like dark green, just to add some variation. And I actually like this yellow. What do you guys think of that? Should you do yellow or not? What do you guys think the color of this skull should be? I'm gonna let you guys choose. Or actually, how am I gonna let you guys choose if you guys are gonna say different colors? I think yellow looks cool. My manager paid me for a day I didn't work, so now I have to tell him so that he deducts that from my paycheck. Oh man, that's a bummer. I really appreciate your honesty though, Elizabeth. That is a lot of people would not bring that up. A lot of people would brush that under the rug. So I am very proud of you, Elizabeth, for deciding to bring that up to your manager. Tell them that they paid you for an extra day. Shout out to Elizabeth, everyone. Shout out to Elizabeth. Still be waiting for it to come out. So, Demon, waiting for Stream Focus to come out or this game? Which one are you talking about? I'm making a fight game when you fight with Sprite. I saw that. Every time I send a message on YouTube, it doesn't when the game becomes all the eggs. When the game, every time I send a message on YouTube, it doesn't what? Chaotic has gifted a sub to Elizabeth. That's awesome, dude. Chaotic is so kind, dude. That's awesome. I'm gonna let Chaotic choose the color for this skull. That's what I'm gonna do. Chaotic just gifted a sub to, and has gifted 28 subs in this channel. That's incredible, dude. Chaotic. Shout out to Chaotic. The green shading to it makes it feel more alive and not bland. Panic. Chaotic, what color? Chaotic is gonna choose the color of this skull graffiti and it will exist in the game forever. Choose the color. Any color you want. I'll probably choose like the tint, like how dark or bright it is, just to make sure it like matches the area and the color. But I mean, any color you choose, I can make work. I'm a sucker for any red shades. Okay, let's do a red. The tough thing about red is it's not showing up well. Let me try to work with that a little bit more. There's like a rusty red kind of works, kind of like a mid orange red. I could do that. Let me do red and then like I could do that, kind of like a muted washed out red. I could do that. I could also just stay dark, but then it plays more as red, or it plays more as black, unfortunately. That's not bad. I could do that. Okay, so here's the thing about red. Red might be a little much because it could be seen as blood. And my client has been very vocal about him not wanting there to be blood in this game. So like, even with enemies, let me turn enemies on real quick. So like when you fight enemies, which is something I need to change. When you fight an enemy, oh, it doesn't happen anymore. I must have turned it off. Okay, so when the enemy hits me, you can see those little red things popping off. My client, when he played this on mobile, he originally thought that was blood coming off, like blood splats. And it's actually not blood, it's just text. It's like a number 2. It's showing how much damage the enemy is dealing to drip. So I need to change that text to white. So like that's an example where client was like, yeah, let's not do anything blood related. So, oh, I just ended. Okay, it kept it cool. Oh, I didn't keep my sizing. I think I did a 1.5, didn't I? I don't remember where I had it. Shoot. Oh well. So let's go back to that spot. Because now red, green, or blue is the next best thing. Probably make more sense in Subway 2. I can still do the red. I think it's just going to need to be more orange tinted so it doesn't look like blood. Yeah, because that just, it's a little like we're already pushing it a little bit by putting a skull here, I think. It helps that it has the little ears that makes the skull a little bit more playful, but I think we definitely need to not make it blood red. So let me, I think if it's muted, it's a lot better. It might be better to shift it over towards orange. Would that be okay, Chaotic? Or did you want to go with a different color if you don't like oranges? Kind of like a rusty red. Like I can do like a rusty red orange. Like I think that would. Yeah, like I think that's probably as close to red as I would want to go before it starts to feel too much like blood, I think. If you like that color, I'll go with that. Or if you prefer something, a different color, then just let me know. I like it. I think it was pretty good. It's very perfect. You love it? Okay, cool. We'll stick with that. Okay, guys. The skull right there is officially that color. Thank you, Chaotic, for that gifted sub. I think he has me set on the schedule every Monday. I told him I can't work on Mondays. Gotcha. Okay. So let me make sure that's saved. Copy. Paste. Oh, it did. Oh, yeah, because materials save even during game. It's like the one thing that does. Skull. Okay, so skull is set. Now let's do another graffiti. I don't know if I'll ever use this cancel graffiti, honestly. I don't love it. Like if we did, it might just be something filler that we put. Like let's use it, but put it like, let's put it here. Rotate this by -90. Get super small. 0.5. Doesn't look too much like graffiti now though. That's the problem. It's too perfect. Yeah, I might just not even use that one. Clear's popcorn looks like a heart. Yes, it does. It is like a little heart shape. Yeah. I actually don't mind that. I think I want to put it on another pillar, but like it's barely there. Let me just do 1 and 1. Move it over on Z. Yeah, I don't mind using it as long as it's not very visible, so it's just kind of like filler. I want to put it somewhere else, like behind a sign. So let's do this. Bring it back to 0. Bring it up. The cool thing about decals is they're essentially projections of textures. So you can put it anywhere, right? Like you don't have to put a texture on this object or redo UVs or anything. It just projects a texture onto other objects, which is really cool about decals. Decals is what is typically used in games for like bullet holes, like in shooter games where you're shooting a gun and it shows like a bullet hole texture on a wall or a body or whatever. That's where decals come into play, and that's what we're using for the graffiti. Yeah, I like putting it on this pillar right here, kind of behind. Get a little bit bigger. I think I am gonna make it a little bit not proportionate just so that it feels a little more random. Okay, let's take a look at that. Cyanide, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Would you like to play tennis in my game, but it's still in the development? Tennis? Yeah, sure. The Wii Sports tennis games, so good. I don't like the cancel. I'm not using it. The cancel is just, it's just like, why would someone do that? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm not gonna use the cancel. Unless I find a place where I can use the cancel as putting it over top of some other graffiti, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. Sorry, so instead of cancel, we could do a heart somewhere. Let's go ahead and do the heart. I think we'll definitely end up using that one. Cancel, let's do heart 1. Boop. That's good, I could leave that there. And I'm just gonna rename this. Heart 1. And let's change the color to pink. See it in game with all the fog. I really need the fog. It would be a lot faster if I could make the fog display in edit mode while we're... Ooh, I can barely see it. Is that it? Yeah, it's it right there. Up, up, up. There we go. It's more visible. Definitely needs to be bigger. Yeah, let's put it on the side pillar. On the side of the pillar. So it's -90 on the Y. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so now it's there on the pillar. You can see it, but it's subtle. See the heart? Yeah, I like that. That's good. So let's do that. Copy the world transform, and we're at 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. Paste transform. Did it keep my color? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks good. I like that one there. Works for me. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened there? Did it undo history? Oh, I did Control A because it's right next to Control S for save. Tossing the new Me Resorts game. I have not seen that. Is that for Switch? Switch 2? Supersonic speed. Customization for what? You have a fan concept? What's your customization idea? Man, is TikTok just not working with Stream Focus API? Or TikTok API? Yeah, there's definitely some issues with the TikTok API, unfortunately. So this switched to or not? Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll have to look it up later. Is this Blender so something else? No, this is Unity. This is Unity game engine. I do have Blender open because if we finish the Graffiti on stream today and there's still some stream time left, then I'm gonna go into doing something else that we'll talk about later if we ever get there, and that's why I have Blender open. But this is Blender, yeah. But I'm using Unity for the game engine. I really want the post-processing to be on all the time so I can edit this a lot faster without having to go into play mode every single time. So why is all this open? Oh gosh, when you press Control A, it opens up everything. Dude, that's ugh. Opens up everything in the inspector. Okay. So the reason why it's not on is because my post-processing Sky system only happens at runtime. Can I just choose in Metro? Boom, there we go. So I can just do that. In Metro, awesome. So I knew it updated in edit mode because we've dragged the player from left to right in the level and it updates the lighting, but it wasn't doing the Metro settings. Cool. And just make sure it looks exactly the same when I press play. It should. Yes. Yes, okay, cool. So now I can just edit. Oh wait, it's not showing me fog. Oh, I just gotta turn this on, sorry. Fog, boom, skybox. Doesn't do anything. Okay, so we're good. Now we're seeing, let's turn off the nav mesh surface. Beautiful, okay, so now we're actually seeing in edit mode. I'm just gonna not even do game view for now. Cool, now we're actually in the editor. Now we can post all this. Whoa, look how bright those are. You'll never see that from this angle, but so let's keep putting some graffiti in. So there's that little pink heart. Now let's do heart number 2. Heart 2. Heart 2. Okay, who am I gonna get to choose the color of heart 2? Who wants to choose? Cyanide, I'm gonna let you choose. Cyanide, you have been like the longest viewer on my stream that is present here today. So, and Cyanide is our lead mod too. So Cyanide, I'm going to give you the honors of choosing the color of heart 2. What would you like it to be? Or just pure black. You need pure black too if you want. But I'm guessing you're gonna choose purple. But yeah, whatever you want. What color would you like? Why is it not displaying as purple? That's kind of weird. Heart 2. We will put it. Where do we want to put it? Ooh, I know. Let's put it over there. Joop. Let's do 90. Oh, 90. Let's make this one a little bigger. Let's do 1.6, 1.6. Let's turn it some. Yeah. Let's actually bring it down here. Behind the trash can. Yeah. Like that. Cool. Cyanide, please tell me you didn't leave. Cyanide, we need you. We need you to choose the color. Cyanide. Cyanide, where are you? Cyanide, don't leave me hanging. You gotta choose the color. Cyanide. I'm pinging you, Mr. Lead Mod. Okay, I just DM'd him. Cyanide, the world is ending. This is a crisis. Gato, what's up? There's Cyanide's heart. Cool. I'll leave that B for now. We'll wait on Psy for that one. Let's start figuring out the next graffiti. We need a hoof. We need some hooves. I don't know, but from doing graphics, I know there's... Use any pulled 3D models from Blender. I mean, I guess if you make your own custom models, correct. After you're done with the game, can I take the assets so I can turn into a VR game? Yeah, definitely not, because this is a game belonging to a... If this was my own game, we might could have a conversation about that. But this is a game for a client, so I have no control over that, and I highly doubt he would want the assets for his game out and about being used for anything. Cyanide, you're back. Okay. So I'm putting in the graffiti for this metro, which I think you already knew. But we're putting in a heart 2 right here. And I was asking someone in chat to choose the color, and then I saw your name there, and so I was like, Cyanide needs to choose the color. Cyanide has been the longest term viewer on my channel, and you're also lead mod, so I'm gonna give you the honor, Cyanide, of choosing the color of this heart. By default, it's black, but I just tried out making it purple. It's up to you. I figured you might want to do purple because you love purple, but what color would you like it to be, Sai? Choose your color, Sai, for this heart. So then when you play this game, you can go and you can be like, I chose that color. We're in the metro. There's this little heart graffiti on the wall. Oh, it's hitting the trash can. We don't want that. It's still on. There we go. Purple all the way. Okay, purple. Okay, so we got our purple. Let's just see if we need to tweak anything. It's good to me. Dark purple and faded purple. Don't want it too bright or too saturated even. That looks pretty good. It's a little bright. Let's go a little bit darker. Not more saturated, but that was good. I like that. What you guys think? Yeah, okay. Okay, this guy over here, heart number 2. It's not a heart 2, we just duplicated it. We're gonna make this a hoof. A hoof. Dude, that's cool. I wasn't even thinking of putting it here or making it that big, but it looks cool big. Dude, I love that. What do you guys think? I actually really love that. This is hoof. Yeah, I really like it up that high. I don't know why. It feels good. Let's play it in game real quick. Yeah, so Jim and Supersonic, what you guys are talking about. So the majority of these assets, not the majority, so all the character assets in this game are custom made by us for this game. The models for the city, like the buildings and stuff, some of this Metro stuff is from a city pack, which you can get if you buy it on the Unity Asset Store. Yeah, there's just like the stuff that exists in this game is either custom made by us or it's bought as a paid asset. So yeah, so it's not the type of thing that we could just like let anyone use, unfortunately. So boom, Hawk cannot be trusted. Skull. I think we need to revisit the skull. It feels a little bright. Need to make it a little bit darker. Let's look over here. Yeah, I like that. That heart works. And the hoof. Yeah, I like the hoof. That's cool. This metro area is looking so much better now with graffiti. I don't want to overdo it though. I think like there's definitely going to be a propensity to overdo it. Hey guys, I got to take a work call real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. How's it going, chat? I'll stay very quiet for the most part. Work on custom dungeons for my Minecraft server. How about you? Custom dungeons. That sounds fun. Okay, we're back at it. Let's do this. Here we go. And it's a huge bummer that TikTok is not connecting on Stream Focus. Man. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Okay, so we got the hoof. Boom, done. Roasted. Oh yeah, let's do that skull back here. Yeah, it's still, I think it look a little too much like blood, and also it's too bright, I think. So let's just change the color some more a little bit. Get a little more muted. And then a little darker. That looks good. That's good. I think. We'll see. I'll be playing the game and be like, oh, let's touch it again. Let's mess with it a little bit more. So I'm working on more or less watermark design from art in the future. Oh, cool. Nice. Maria cookies. No idea what that is. You'll have to fill me in. And cannoli filling dip. What is cannoli? I've never actually known what that is. I'm gonna look that up. Cannoli. Oh, it's a pastry, dude. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. That looks so yummy. Okay, next graffiti. Let's duplicate the hoof and drag in. What have we not used yet? Did we use the cat? I don't think we did. And I really like the cat. Let's put the cat over here. Kind of intermingled with this other thing. Let's rotate it a little bit like that. Yeah, and then let's make it a different color. I don't mind white, honestly. It's a color we haven't done. Yellow, dude, that's what I want. Yellow looks so good. We need to do some greens too. Yellow looks nice. Now let's change the priority so it makes it behind the hot is a lie. Yeah, let's do that. Just need to do -1. Nice. Okay. This is cat. Let's duplicate that and let's use... I want to put the arrow graffiti in somewhere, but I want to put the arrow graffiti as an indicator to show you where the hidden room is at some point. But we don't know where the hidden room is going to be yet, so I'm not going to use arrow yet. Let's see. Dog. I'm already using the dog. Claw. Are we using claw? No, we're not. Claw is cool. Let's put the claw... I could put the claw over top of Beacon of Hope. Because I think it's going to sell the graffiti a lot more if we have graffiti. Whoa. If we have graffiti overlapping other graffiti. Wouldn't you guys agree? Let's make it a lot bigger. Let's do 4 and 4. 5 and 5. The claw kind of makes it look like it's supposed to be there though, like it's part of the logo. Let's make graffiti claw. Yeah, that definitely makes it look like it's supposed to be a part of it, which I like. Yeah, let's do -1. It's so like muted because I have the alpha set to 0.75, which is fine also too. Just bring it over. It's okay. It's okay. Bring it in front. Not loving it. Beacon of Hop. Like someone overwrit the Beacon of Hope to say Beacon of Hop. It's pretty believable. It's believable to make it say other things too, but we're not going to make it say other things. Make it not black, but red. Oh, same thing again. We can't make it look bloody. I love green graffiti. It looks so cool. Let's do black, but make it a little more, White? See what that feels like in game. Darth Blackman, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Should add a little drip if you're able to. Add a little drip? To which one? There are some paint drips on some of these. Oh yeah, the underground area is my favorite area in this whole game. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not liking that, guys. I think I'm gonna leave the Beacon of Hope the way it is. And not, yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I would like to use the claw somewhere for sure. What if we brought it here, turned it on 90, put it on this pillar. Just made it really small. Let me actually put it on this sign. So it's a decal, so we can put it anywhere. Even on this. Actually, I got a better idea. Let's put it on the police. That would make more sense. We have... Yeah, I'm gonna put it... Oh, it looks so cool there, though. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna leave it like that. 2, 2... 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Come on. Okay. Rename this to Claw. And I like the white, but I want to play around with other colors real quick. Black, yeah, it doesn't show up well enough. Black. Could do the green. It looks too much like Monster, I feel like. Let's actually go back to the white. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Then bring it down. Let's do that. We'll leave it like that. On the Beacon of Hope, yeah, I had it there, but I wasn't liking it. I might actually, you know what could work instead of the claw, like still covering up the Beacon of Hope. What I could do is, I can do something else. Let's do this. Let me duplicate Beacon of Hope. What I didn't like was how much the claw mark was covering up, but I could use the single line. Not the cancel sign. Not the underline. I could do X. Might be a little much though. Let me duplicate this. Replace it with the X one, see what that looks like. That doesn't actually look too bad. I think I want to make it... I'm going to play around with making it only cover up the E. Three. One. And then can't black still, but a little less black, so it matches a little better. I think white still looks best here, honestly. Could do like a gray. It's still like, I feel like it's still covering up too much of the E. Like I want the player to be able to know what it says, what it's supposed to say. That's why I really want to use the slash that I have on this dog, because that would like still cancel out the E, but it would still let you read the E. I don't have any slashes. I could go make it real quick, but I gotta open up After Effects and do all that, which I could do it, it's fine. I'll leave it like this for now. That's not too bad. I don't mind it. Tool just full of hidden messages of food slogans. That's not bad. That's not bad. I love that yellow one. That's fun. The cat. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so we have an X. Let's duplicate that. What do we not have yet? The fox. Oh, dude, I want to put the fox in so bad. The fox, I think, is my favorite piece. This guy right here. It makes me think of like a secret underground organization. That's what I think of when I see this. Fox. Let's bring it back down to 0.75 so it blends nicely. Let's make the fox. I think I want to do green for the fox. Oops. That's pretty sick. That's cool. Yeah, actually lime green looks kind of fun. Orange is cool too. Orange is like stereotypical fox though, so I feel like it needs to not be orange. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. If you guys see something that you like, just shout it out. Let me know. We already have a bunch of purples in the graffiti, so I want to lean towards... I don't want to do orange because that's very foxy. I want to do... Like, orange is expected. You don't always want to do what's expected. Sometimes you do, but not always. Yellow's good. I like the lime green. I don't know why. I like it better than this turquoise. I'm gonna do lime green. Try pink or red. We've already got that. We've already got pinks and reds, or purples. I'm gonna do this lime green color. I feel really good about that. Saturation. Oh, I think we're good on saturation right there. Darker. I like the brightness, but I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, like 90. I think that looks good. That's good. Now just where do we put it? Where do we put it? I'm gonna put it on, we don't have anything on the far pillars. Where are you, Fox? We don't have anything on these pillars right here. Dude, that's cool. Even if I just leave it half on. That's so cool. Except for stretching out to the other end. I mean, I could fix that, but. Just gonna do that. Let it bleed a little bit. I could also turn it at an angle so that it kind of gets both corners. Like that. And then just as a little deeper, it's projection. Don't like that. That looks terrible. Let's go back to here. Just make it a little smaller. 2, 2. I like that. Not sure I like it on that pillar. Let's do it maybe on this pillar over here. Maybe the first pillar, actually. Maybe the last pillar. First pillar. No, second pillar. Yeah. I kind of like it hanging off the edge a little bit. Let's turn it. Whoa, wrong way. Wrong way. I need to see this. Yeah, there we go. More projection depth. Let's see that in game. Brownish yellow, like a dirty color. We can do that. Not for the fox though. For the fox, that would feel too close to orange, and I want to avoid that. I don't mind the spot, but I don't think I like it on the corner like that. It makes it, I don't know, it doesn't seem. I'm just gonna do this. I just have less projection depth. But let's just go back. What if that cutoff is too hard? If you would notice that in game. Between blue and green. Yeah, right now it's kind of like a lime green. You mean like a turquoise? I'll do that for something else, but I really like this lime green for the fox. We should just move it over. The problem with centering things is it makes it look too perfect. You don't want stuff to look too perfect. Because nothing is perfect in real life. See, I don't mind the look of this, but like game designers will know that that's an artifact of projection spilling, so I'm not gonna do that. Could put it on the ground. Like it feels placed. I don't want stuff to feel placed. Does that make sense? Like so far everything else feels pretty good. The fox just feels placed. Yeah. I know. Let's put it on a chair. Actually, I'm not sure what will happen once you destroy this chair. What would happen to the decal? Interesting experiment we can try. Projection. One achievement could be destroy the seat of the fox or something like that. Destroy the fox's home. Okay, so what happens if you destroy this seat and it has a decal on it? I'm guessing it'll just stop. Like it'll destroy it and nothing will happen. Like it'll behave as expected. Yeah. The good thing is that the decals don't continue to display on the... Oh, they do. The decal is on the character. That's not good. Do you guys see that? I was afraid something like that might happen, but I hadn't seen it happen yet, so I thought we were good. It would be really cool to put a projector in this game. Maybe we put the projector in the secret room that we'll make. Oh, dude. This is what I love. Like, the sky is the limit with video games. You can make whatever you want. Fox's burrow. Would make it look like someone tried to wash some of it off. Oh, that's a great idea. Like, especially over here. Because right here we have this cleaning supply stuff. Oh, that's a great idea. I love that. We'll definitely do that. I love it. Just gotta figure out where to do it. I think that's the only cleaning. We might have one more cleaning spot, right? No, we just have the one. So yeah, that's a good idea. What if we did... We put some graffiti on this pillar and then had it like half washed off. That's a great idea. We'll do that. Okay, so we got to figure out this where I just destroyed this. There's got to be a way to make decals so that they don't show up on the player. Oh wait, it's a lot simpler than that. All I have to do is just put that decal, that fox decal, on this object. Metro seats 1. And then when the Metro Seats 1 gets destroyed, it will destroy the decal with it. There you go. Simple as that. Now I could obviously make a more graceful system to handle that, but this is plenty good enough. So yeah, I got destroyed. Now there's no decal. Beautiful. Nice. Cool. He's a little bright. I'm gonna keep him at 1, but I'm gonna mess with his material some. Make him a little muted in saturation. Here we go. Because he's already very green from the fog and the post-processing. That feels good. I want to put more of these. I kind of feel like that would be a really cool achievement system. To have some type of like graffiti piece like this fox face, and it's scattered throughout the level. And one of the achievements is like capture all the foxes or defeat all the foxes or something like that. And you look at that as an achievement, you're like, what does that even mean? And then you finally find the first fox face and you're like, oh, that's what the achievement is. So then you know, okay, I got to destroy all the fox faces. I think that's a cool idea. What do you guys think? Maybe not. Maybe I'm terrible with ideas. I don't know. Okay. Oh, we're connected to TikTok now. Awesome. On Stream Focus. Cool. So when you guys send messages on TikTok, I'll see it on Stream Focus. Coolio. Oh wait, they've been showing up for a while. Let's go ahead and do that washed off one. I don't know how we're gonna make that look though. Let's just go in and edit the texture. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah. So what do we want to be washed off? We have the dog, we have the fox. Hoof. Paw, skull. X. Let's do the paw, but put an X through it. Yeah, let's do that. So let me grab the claw, duplicate it, bring it here. Change this to paw 2. Yep. Make it. Let's do brown. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, now you can. Rename this Paul 2. A little less projection. Or I guess just bring it back. Oh, I still need to figure out the projection stuff to not happen on the player, because like stuff like this pillar that you can't destroy, like if you stand in front of this pillar, you're gonna get the projection on the player. There's got to be a way to make it not happen on the player. So like if I go stand here, oh, you can't even see it anyway because it's blocking. But if I, yeah, see, look at that. It's projecting the the graffiti onto the player. Any Unity users in the chat that know how to do that with decals? Specify the rendering layer mask for this projector. Unity renders decals on all meshes where at least one rendering layer value matches. Nothing? Light layer 1. Let's go to our player layer. Haven't done too much with rendering layers. Let's look at this. Layer, add layer. Okay. Oh, down here, rendering layers. A bunch of different layers. Okay, so hold on. So the player, see, this is the layer up here, but it's not a layer thing, it's a rendering layer. How do you change what rendering layer something is on? Is it the geometry? Rendering layer mask. There it is. Okay, default. So but that means this is also default. This metro, rendering layer mask default. So then why, if I make this Paul light layer 1, why is it still rendering? Can you make a part of the pillar? What do you mean by that? Just gonna look it up. Unity URP decal make not show on player. To stop them from showing or projecting onto your player character, you must use URP rendering layers to isolate the player mesh. Okay, by default, decals project blindly onto everything inside their bounding box. Setting up a dedicated layer tells the decal projector exactly which objects to ignore. Oh, you have to enable decal layers in your URP settings. Okay, so let's go to our settings. Settings. I have decal here. Oh, use rendering layers. Boom. Where'd everything go? Shoot. Turn off. Null reference exception. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Under the decal feature settings, check the box for rendering layers to enable layer-based filtering. And then you configure the project rendering layers. Okay, scroll down, expand the rendering layers. That's okay. Name an empty slot something distinct, such as world, or ignore player. Assign layers to your object. Select your player object, specifically a child, mesh render, or skin mesh render. In the inspector, locate the mesh render component. Expand the additional settings. Ensuring the player sits on a completely separate rendering layer from your environment. Select your decal projector. And then locate the rendering layer drop down, configure the drop down so the decal only has permission to project onto the environment layer, leaving the player's custom layer unchecked, okay? Okay, I'm still unsure why this is happening. Okay. Whatever those errors were, they're gone. Okay, awesome. So we check use rendering layers in the decal renderer feature, okay? Makes sense. Now it's behaving how I would expect it to where this Paul graffiti, which I've set to light layer 1. I'm actually just gonna move it back to default. So it displays on everything, and then I'm gonna put the player in a separate layer. I think that's the right way to do it. 'Cause otherwise I'd have to put all of the level stuff in that layer, and I feel like that would take a lot longer. So I'm gonna put the player in its own level. So player, I'm gonna move player over here so we can see this working in edit mode. Okay. So yeah, currently the decal is projecting onto the player, but we need to go into the player's geometry, which is this. Well, it's the body, it's not the dreads or anything. So body, rendering layer mask, light layer 1, remove default. Boom, that works. Awesome, beautiful. I'm gonna add. Can I add a rendering layer mask? I forgot what it said. What's that? Window. Guys, I'm learning something new. I've never done this before. This is interesting. Definitely handy dandy. Where's all my layer masks? Tags and layers. Okay. So in our rendering layers, let's add a new rendering layer and call it actually, we need to also make the decals not project onto the enemies as well. So I'm gonna make this layer called non-level. That's non-static. Moves around. I could just do player, but I need to apply it to enemies too. Characters, let's do that. No, because then I also need to apply it to weapons and stuff as well. Let's say not level. Okay. So I've made that. Now let's put the player on the rendering layer mask, not level. Take default off. Beautiful. Okay, that works, because then that decal, which I need to make all the decals do this, but that Paul to decal, the rendering layer is the default. Oh no, wait, I don't need to change anything there. Cool. So we just need to put all the player stuff to that not level. So all the dreads, all the dread meshes need to be rendering layer mask, not level. Take default off, boom. Cool. Okay, the shield still has an issue. I wonder if it would be better for me to make this, instead of do it player based, do it level based. I don't think it matters, but we're only ever doing graffiti in the metro, except if we put the fox everywhere. Sorry, you guys are having to watch through my thought process trying to figure this out. Yeah, imagine it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. Find me in shorts, what's up? When would this game be released? Hopefully this summer. I'm planning to be done within the next few weeks. And then depending on when my client wants to release it, I'm guessing July, maybe August. But I'm gonna have you guys in here testing the game before that, for the next few weeks, hopefully. I love all this stuff, especially your aha moments. Thanks, Froggy Pickles, that means a lot. Reminds me of those real, genuine moments. Appreciate it. It's very kind of you. I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna make it level based, not level based, because if I do it not level based, there could be an endless amount of editing I have to do, where like I have to set all the player meshes and the weapon meshes and the enemy meshes that could come across. So I'm actually gonna do it a little bit differently. So I'm gonna put these rendering layers back to default and put drip back to default rendering layer. So the decal graffiti is still showing everywhere. But then I need to go adjust that. Let's go back to project settings. So I'm gonna call the rendering layer that we want decals to be on. Yeah, I'll say level, the level layer. So then I just need to edit all the decals. Yeah, their rendering layer for all the decals to be showing up on level, not default. So now they're all gonna disappear. But now I just need to set the mesh of the metro to rendering layer mask level. Take default off. Boom. Actually, I could leave it to default as well. It doesn't seem to affect anything. Okay. Now let's just do the steps. That's a collider, doesn't have a mesh renderer. What is that? Yeah, it's okay. It's all that stuff. Yeah, that stuff should also be level and default, level and default. This should also be, oh, it already is. Okay, level and default. Default and level rendering layer mask. How is this already chosen? Is it because I'm using the same mesh filter? Like, how did it already know what the... I'm a little confused how it already had this... Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to understand it, but it's okay. Don't need to understand it. Okay, so all the meshes for the metro, except for the vehicle, which is fine because I wouldn't want that to accept the graffiti projections. So yes, we don't need that. All the metro lights, yeah, we don't need. Metro entrance, that's just an empty game object. Building decor, that doesn't need it, doesn't need it, doesn't need it. Yes, we're good. So everything in the metro will now accept decals and nothing else in the game will accept decals, which is exactly what we want. Perfect. Let me just go to those decals and double check. Yeah, so now, just double check all these decals. Yep, they're all just only rendering to the level layer. And the drip is not on the level layer. So now, none of these graffiti decals should show up on the player, or enemies, or weapons, or anything for that matter. Which, so technically what I could do is, if I really wanted to, I could bring the Fox decal back and it wouldn't show on the player if I didn't want to destroy it. But we do want to destroy it because I think with the achievement system, we're going to make sure that the Fox decal also actually gets destroyed, so that can help us with the achievement system. Ooh, I don't like the ability to stand up on this ledge. That feels a little awkward. I need to fix that. But we're looking good. We're looking good, looking good. Whoa, Froggy Pickles, thank you for the 70 roses. You're way too kind, dude. Thank you so much. Maybe one of your mods. No, we don't need any mods right now. And when we do, I usually reach out to people that have been watching and hanging out for a long time. I don't ever give mod away just to people that have been here for a short amount of time, which I appreciate you being here. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, usually people that have reached out in the past to be mods, they've been on the stream for like 6 months to a year, or sometimes even more. Train comes too frequently. That's good feedback. I appreciate that. The reason it comes very frequently is because it's kind of it's one of those like timed obstacles. So there's going to be some infinium. Like when you destroy stuff, there's infinium. So like this is what infinium is. It's like the power up crystals. But what we're going to do is I'm going to have those infinium crystals just kind of floating in the air already down in this area. And so you as the player are going to see that and you're gonna be like, oh, I can go down and get it. But then you're going to see the metro run by. You're like, oh, I got to time it right. So you got to time it right to where you can go pick up the crystals quick and then jump out before the cart comes again. So that was kind of the idea behind it. But I mean, yeah, if we're talking like realism, yeah, for sure. It's way too frequent for sure. Actually, I love that Fox decal there. It's really fun. It'll definitely be an achievement system for sure. But see, like this piece that can be destroyed that has the claw graffiti on it, that destroys it and then the claw goes away. Because the decal technically still exists here, but it's not displaying on the character, which is nice. Because we changed all the decals to only show on the level rendering layer. That's super, super helpful. So where is it? The claw. It's like if I moved the claw back a little bit, it would then show up on the pillar. So like the decal still exists in the scene. It's just not displaying anymore because we destroyed the sign object. Been here since the beginning? Yeah, so like Cyanide, for example. Cyanide's been here since, what was it, 2018? 2019? It's like 7 or 8 years now, Cyanide. Oh, Supersonic, you don't need to send any gifts. You don't need to send any money or anything. You can just enjoy the stream and hang out with us. I just like having company here with you guys. What happened to your Lego character? Nothing. Nothing at all. I just do both. I've considered whether I should split the streams and split the channels and split the accounts to do like Lego on one and do this stuff on another. But for now, I'm just still doing everything on one channel, one account. So some days I'll do these IRL game dev work streams, and other days I'll do the gaming VTuber stuff. It's like, I mean, you can look back at my recent shorts. You're on TikTok right now, so just look back. You'll see some of the Batman stuff I've been doing recently. Close enough it was your first stream, whenever that may be. You were, Cyanide, you were actually on the first stream. I want to show you guys that real quick. I'm going to show you guys my first stream when I was OG Pixel Fire. This is before I ever even showed my face. Look at this, guys. Live oldest. 7 years ago. Okay. Let's actually look for Cyanide's name and see if we can find it. There he is. Look at that. You guys see that?
It's still in the joke squad under voice channels, just added.
Look at that. Cyanide has been here since the absolute beginning. This is my first live stream ever. Isn't that insane? I made this blue virtual avatar character. I didn't even have motion capture back then, or clothes for that matter. And I was playing Fortnite with Slayer, you know, and Shamrock probably too. Man, those are the days. And look, there's Cyanide. I want to find Cyanide's first message. The first viewer was Muwo5CD, whoever that is. Cyanide says, hey, sorry I'm late. That doesn't make sense. Had we spoken before, Cyanide? Cyanide, I'm guessing that you and I actually met on random Fortnite matches. I bet that's what happened. I bet we were in like a random duo on Fortnite and I told you that I was about to start streaming or something. And so then you showed up and said, hey, sorry I'm late. 7+ years, we met in a game. Yep. Yep. That's awesome. So Cyanide and I actually met in random duos and he was there for my first stream. Dude, Cyanide. I hope there's some way that I can repay you someday. Like if my channel ever blows up or whatever, or for whatever reason, or if there's like, I don't know, if something goes viral, I don't know. Like if I ever get to the level of like, I don't know, Mr. Beast is like way too far out of reach, but anything like decently big, like hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers or followers or whatever. Maybe like a mini Nick A30, like maybe some type of that level, and like I'm making like a good amount of income from all the stuff that I do on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch, Instagram. Like if I ever reach that point ever, like I feel like there's certain key people that I want to thank in really big ways, and Cyanide would be one of those people. And like, I don't know, send them $1,000 or something like that. I don't know, but that would be so cool. I would love to be able to do stuff like that. That'd be so fun. Okay, guys, I am going to call it a stream, but I'm not done yet for the day. So it's 12:30. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm gonna end stream now. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I'm gonna pick it back up, and we're gonna keep doing the same thing. We're gonna finish graffiti and then go do something else as well today. So be on the lookout for this part 2 of the stream. I'll start in the next 45 minutes maybe. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Hope to see you guys there. And if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye. See you guys soon, like in 45 minutes. I'll start streaming again. Okay, bye.